Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3 Premium Disc Battles, and we are still squaring off against Iom. Yom? I still stick with Iom, that's me personally though, but I could see where some people would be like, it's Yom. You know, the boss of Shining Force 1, or not Shining Force 1, Shining Force CD, and all of its various parts, because really, all of Shining Force CD is basically the two Game Gear games that, are kind of connected. So yeah, I don't remember where I'm at with this, so I'm gonna make sure my frontliners have attack. I'm pretty sure they already have, but better safe than sorry. It's been a little while since I sat through and recorded, because the plague. But we're doing alright, so I think resist won't really do much against his abilities, but it never hurts. And considering it's all Irene's really got at the moment, so, but we're good, it's alright. I'm just gonna throw out resist, which still, I'm going to say, is my favorite spell animation. The blue and the white and the black and that's just, it's cool. I don't know why it's so cool, but I love it. So, yeah, Iom, just kind of hanging out, as, Median smacks him in the face for 114 points of damage with a regular attack. Alright, let's just throw out whatever damage I can at this point, so. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying, Shining Force CD again, so. If anything, just so I can see what the deal is with Iom, because I've never gotten a chance to finish it. I tried recording it and it never happened. So that's why my knowledge of this particular boss is a little lacking, because he is a Shining Force baddie that I'm not 100% familiar with. I do know that he has a kingdom named after him as well, which is a very, very dark place. And probably one of the coolest Shining Force characters. I believe it's Hindle is his name. He's wearing like like a full helm, and you can only kind of see his eyes from underneath it. But I always remember, like, that is probably the coolest looking outfit, or a character portrait for a villain in Shining Force. And this is well after seeing like characters like Odd Eye, because Odd Eye's kind of badass, but his hair's a little weird. The fact it just kind of sticks straight up, kind of like a Super Saiyan, except it's purple. I mean, maybe demons do go Super Saiyan and their hair turns purple instead of... But I mean, Odd Eye's hair was always purple, so maybe it just stands on end. What am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong button. That's the button I want to press. There we go. I probably need to throw out a aura at some point. Everyone's taken a little bit of damage. Not a ton. Just enough to be obnoxious. And what do you think you're doing? And Ion Beam. He's a fire in his laser out of his stomach mouth. Oh, yeah, Irene took a hit. So this is supposedly Shining. Is one of the guides that it's like, yes, this is the Shining. It's like, that's not Shining. That is Ion Beam. But I don't know if it has like similar properties. Not that I know what the properties for Shining is. Like, I've yet to find a rhyme or reason for that. And we're just gonna keep throwing spells at the giant demon with creepy mouth in his abdomen. You would think that would make eating very difficult, because if he eats through his normal head mouth, would it just, like, if he got sick, would it come out of his stomach mouth? Oh, I've got Tornado. Yeah, I'm gonna do Tornado. She can do some damage. It's not gonna do much, but 46 now. 46 is better than nothing. I will need to heal, though, because she's probably going to take a little more damage. And Pentagram! I find Pentagram kind of entertaining against a demon. Because, you know, demons are normally summoned through pentagrams. That's the joke, right? Like... And Sonic Wave! We're going for low-end special attacks at the moment, but we're still doing over 100 points of damage, so... I guess I can't completely complain, and, just to give me something to do. Because I really haven't been doing much with anyone other than my, you know, frontliners. And hey, it's Isabella. Guess what? You're gonna cast Aura. Just to give something to do. Not that I need to find things to fill the time of the video with, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to, you know, make sure everyone is at full when fighting a giant demon with 2 mouths. So I'm not going to be able to let that go. The anatomy of it just raises so many questions. So many questions. I am very confused. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure if anyone actually took a moment to actually sit there and go, yeah, he's stomach mouth. That's the thing. So, you know. Alright, and Julian's turn. I probably should throw out support too, just to get everyone's speed up a little bit, but kind of doesn't matter. I mean, if he does a melee attack, it'd kind of matter, but kind of hit a point where it's like, eh. I've got a pretty static turn order at the moment, and that's actually really all you want to go for is, you know, predictable turns, so you can figure out what your next plan is. That was one thing that always kind of bothered me about the Shining Force games. You could kind of figure it out, but there's always a little bit of uncertainty, because something could change, someone could die, and it could slightly change the order. Alright, let's see. He's hitting less people with this. Are they going to take more damage from that? Julian didn't. Proton did. Median really didn't. Okay, so that beam really raises some questions, but sure. But yeah, it's like the Shining Force games, you always had a little bit of uncertainty. You were never quite sure what the turn order was going to be. And that was something that always, you know, added a strategic element to it. Other games like Final Fantasy Tactics, you had you had a turn order. It would display to you who would be in what order, and then where your actions could fall into things based off of what actions you actually. So like if you took a turn that like had a 3-turn charge time, it would show you about where you would be falling into, provided everything else goes pretty standard. So that gave you an idea of how to prepare your turns. And we finally got under 600 HP for Ion, so he's gonna drop like a sack of rotten potatoes here in a moment, especially with Mirage around. Like, that's just 142 damage. Oh. But attack wore off. Oh well. We're doing alright. And then you had like games like Fire Emblem where you could pick what units went in what order. So like there was always some way to figure out where to plan ahead. Shining Force is like you could plan ahead, but it might not go the exact order you think. Every now and then it could just change just a little bit, and one person could go ahead of someone else. They could throw off your entire strategy. Not often, but just often enough to where it keeps you thinking. It doesn't want you to be so specific with your plans as to have everything planned out so far in advance, but they also want you to be like they want you to have a plan, but they also want you to be flexible. That was always how I kind of viewed the Shining Force games compared to other tactical RPGs. It's like, have a plan, but be flexible in the fact that things change and you can be SOL very quickly. And one thing I also didn't know about the Ion Worms, I thought they were added for the premium disc, but no, the Ion Worms are actually in the game, and they are just as derpy as they are here. So, you know, that's always a good thing to know, that they're bringing things over as accurately as possible for this special battle. So, and we've got him under 100 HP. I don't know. Irene, there's no way in hell Irene's doing 74 points of damage with Tornado 4, but whoever gets the next hit will kill him. And that's gonna be Hedva. Hedva will kill him. And Ion goes down. Oh, that means Hedva's gonna get the healing ray. I hope that's a good choice. I hope there's something on her that I can drop that won't... Okay, yeah. I'll drop a potion for the healing. Because that heal one person to full or heal everyone to full. That's kind of a no-brainer. But now we get to move on to the next battle of the premium disc. This is battle 7, I believe. I've got to double check. I forget what battle I'm on. No, I just finished battle 7. So this is battle 8. Oh god, I am so much farther along in this than I thought I was. Oh, holy crap. Alright, yes, this is battle 8 of the premium disc out of, like, 10 battles? No, 9 battles. And this is where it basically gets hard. These last 2 battles are probably the hardest fights just ever imagined. And once you see who we're going against, you'll kind of understand. So, boss for battle 8. Zeon, King of the Devils. Alright, Zeon has 5,000 HP. 5,000. He has attack of 115, defense of 70, agility of 45, luck of 9. I believe he gets 2 turns, so we need to be careful about that. He has 2 abilities that we are AoEs. He's got Demon Breath and Poison Breath, and he also has Regret Hit. So he is just a threat. And I believe he also recovers HP at the end of his turns. Not 100% sure on that, but it's what you expect from the King of the Devils. We are going against him as if he had his full power. He had the power from the Jewel of Darkness. But yeah, this is fun. Regret Hit is the thing I am most worried about, because getting 2 turns in a row, if he regret hits, he can just murder you. Because he can regret hit, and then he can just kill someone right off the bat. So that's something we need to be very, very careful about. And that's, I don't want to put, you go over here. I almost put both of my healers on the same side. That would not have been helpful. But one of the things that this particular fight was really kind of leaning towards is they wanted you to keep all of the antidote herbs or fairy powders or everything that you got up to this point in the fights because of his poison breath being so dangerous. So it will affect anyone who has a luck under 9. So really all I'm going to do is I'm going to put Symbios, Grace, Julian, Median, Isabella. I'm going to put my healers and my frontliners. They're going to be kind of the front row. And then I'm going to put everyone kind of in a position to where my healers can heal people on the outskirts with antidote should that be needed. Because Zeon's Poison Breath is also nothing to scoff at. I've seen some information on various Shining Force communities about poison specifically, and how it is a very unique unique status effect, as there seems to be 2 tiers of poison. There's a low tier and a high tier, and the high tier does a ridiculous amount of damage each turn, whereas the low tier does just obnoxious amounts, but not like anything like deadly. Alright, I think he can get me from there, but I need to move people in, so... Alright, he didn't attack, so I guess he can't actually get me from there. So... Alright, but I can get him from there, so that... Well, let's start attacking! So, like, specifically, the poison worms versus the queen worm. The poison worms do a little bit of damage. Yeah, he recovers 30 HP, so that's something to take into account. You only have a luck of 6, so but I need you to be able to do damage. So we're gonna do that, because we need to start going in and attacking him. So, so yeah, you got 2 different types of poison. I believe Zeon has the higher end poison. He can do a ton of damage with his poison breath. So that is something to really keep in mind, because that's gonna hurt a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure I had 2 healers with Aura 4 and the ability to regen MP. Now, even this is going to be kind of rough, because I have to do 5,000 points of damage, but I have to do over 5,000 points of damage because he recovers HP. So, like, that makes this so freaking difficult. Because, yeah. Alright, let's start throwing in my big guns. Alright. I need to move... I'm probably gonna move my healers just, like, right behind my frontline units. Alright, I can't get him with slow from there, so I'm just gonna kind of hang out back here. Yeah, Isabella, I'll just have Isabella hang out here, and I'm actually going to have her do a little bit of damage just to keep this going a little bit. Because I need to be able to do 60 points of damage, or more than 60 points of damage around, so that I'm having a net gain. So that is my net gain. Anything I've done... Alright. Please be Poison Breath, because it won't do anything. Poison Blow. Okay, yeah. So it should do damage, but it won't poison any of them because they have a luck greater than 9. So that's fantastic. That's what we want. We want him to keep doing stuff like that. We don't want him to do Regret Hit. That is for sure. He does not need to do regret hit. That's actually the thing I'm worried about the most. Because that is going to suck. Alright, I'm gonna move you there. Alright, let's do this and kind of hit that group. And that'll be it, I guess. I am also about out of time for this episode, so I probably need to end it here. So, next episode, we will talk more about Zeon, the King of the Devils, and how he is not a boss to be trifled with at this point. So, yeah, I will see you all in the next installment. So till then, later everyone.